Hi y'all, welcome back to Geek Homestead and to my sewing area. We're starting to get down to the countdown for the baby. We're 34 weeks along now, and so he's going to be here pretty soon. Time is kind of flying right now. So my next project I'm going to do is I'm going to make my own diaper bag. I have a pattern here in a book called Little 1-Yard Wonders my husband got for me. And it's full of amazing little projects and stuff that you can make out of 1 yard of fabric, plus some other notions and stuff for kids up to like age 5. It's like little pillows and all sorts of stuff. But today we're going to work on a diaper bag. So I've got my fabric here. They wanted 1 yard of 54-inch home decor fabric, and this is the one I picked out. I've got a zipper to go with it that matches the dark blue here, and so I'm going to go ahead and cut out all the pieces that came with it. Some of them you actually have to measure and like make your own pattern, but other pieces they actually give you a pattern piece for in the book. So I'm going to cut all this out and then we'll be back and get started. Hi y'all, we are back. I got all the pieces cut out for the diaper bag. It also calls for fusible fleece, which I have attached that to the necessary pieces already and gotten those all put together. So we are ready to start sewing. So the first thing they put in there to sew is the loop pieces that are 3.5 by 4 inches. You're going to fold them, stitch the long side, which is the 4-inch side, at 1/2 inch. Actually fold them right sides together. There we go. We'll stitch along the long side here, and then we're going to turn them around. And then once we do that, they'll look like this. We press them down, and then we're going to slip. I've got metal D-rings, so we're going to slip those in. Fold this in half, matching the raw edges, and then baste it at 1/2 inch. So we'll do that and be back in just a minute. Okay, so we did that. We got the D-rings hooked in to our loops, strap loops, and basted those. I actually basted them at a 1/2 inch, which is the allowed seam allowance for this project. So anyway, we'll set those to the side. The next piece we're going to do is what they call the gusset. Is going to be the base and up the sides of the bag, the diaper bag. Those are you cut 2 of those of the fabric at 5 inches by 29 inches long, and one of them gets the fusible fleece onto it, and that's the outer side. The other one is what they call lining. So you're going to match up your lining and the outer piece, wrong sides together, so the fusible fleece is on the inside. Match them up, and then you're going to baste it together on all 4 sides, all the way around. And then when you're finished with that, to mark halfway, to mark the center, I will match the ends up here, fold it in half, and put a pin at that fold. Actually, where did my pins go? Okay, sorry about that. So I'll put a pin here at the center mark on both of the long edges, and then we will go on to the next step. Okay, so now that we did that, we basted all 4 edges of our bottom gusset. I'm going to set that aside with our D-rings. And the next step is to put in the zipper. So with this, we're going to have like 2 panels on the zipper with the zipper upside down, basically wrong sides together. We're going to pin it to the raw edge of the gusset. I'm going to let the zipper come out about 1/2 inch at the top, and then I'm going to line it up all the way down here. it's going to be about a ½ an inch shorter at the other end. But that's my choice. They called for a 24-inch zipper, and I got a 20. So just a little adaptation, you know, for what I wanted. So once we get that pinned on, then we're going to take our lining piece, flip it upside down, and then we're going to baste stitch it, or stitch the zipper onto, you know, in between the layers. And then we're going to flip it out, and then we will top stitch to help secure it. So it will look like that when we come out with the zipper here. So we've got like two panels, because we're going to do it to the other side as well. So let me get that zipper in, and then we will keep going. Making good work. See you in a minute. Okay, I had to switch machines because my treadle does not have a zipper foot on it. So to put the zipper on, I borrowed my daughter's machine again. Anyway, so we got the zipper put in here, and then got it top stitched as well as basted on the raw edges. And then the next step, which I forgot to talk about before I did it, you took the bottom gusset that we stitched all 4 sides to, and matched it up with the right sides together, matched it up with the edges of the piece with the zipper, and so we just stitched the short sides together, the 5 inches at the end of both ends of the zippers. Did that, and then we turn it around. Actually, not yet. Still with the right sides together, we're going to add about 5 inches of bias tape just to make it a nice closed seam, because you really can't do much with that right now. So I'm going to add some of the some blue bias tape to it. It is packaged. I usually do make my own, but somebody gave me a whole bunch of them, and this was one of them. So, and it actually matches some of the colors in here. So I was real happy with that. So I'm going to add the bias tape to both ends of the zipper after it's been stitched to the bottom gusset like this, and then I will be back and we'll talk about what to do next. Okay, so now that we got the bias tape sewn on the ends right by the zipper, we're going to turn this right side out and then set this aside. Piece with the gusset is going to be the major part of the diaper bag, the stiff part, and the zipper. Those are sewn together, so we'll set that aside. Next part we're going to do is take the 2 inner pocket pieces. One is going to be a liner, the other one is going to be the outer part. Stitch it on 3 sides, leaving 1 long side raw. You clip your corners like I did there, and then we're going to turn it right side out, poking the corners out. There we go. And then I'm just going to roll the seam out, and then we're going to add it to one of the sides. Okay, well first we're going to take care of our raw edge here. We're going to fold under 1/2 an inch on both sides of it, and then we're going to basically top stitch all the way around. All 4 edges will be top stitched, and then that'll give us, with the 1/2 inch on the one side, will give us a nice closed finished edge for the pocket. So we'll be back in just a minute. Okay, so we got the inner pocket stitched, edge stitched all the way around. This is the side that we folded over for the 1/2 inch. So I'm going to use that as my top edge. So now we're going to get the lining piece of one of the outer parts of the diaper bag. Here we go. Okay. And actually I'm going to take the pattern piece off. So I can put it actually on the right side of the fabric. Okay, alright, pattern piece is off. Right side of the fabric. Put that out. Now let's see, just going to line this up a little bit. And then here's where we lay down our pocket. It's a lot wider than the actual thing, so I'm just going to put it in here where I want it. So put a pin there. And then we're going to follow the same stitching we did before, and we're going to stitch it into the lining part of the diaper bag of one side. But for it to be a pocket, we're not going to stitch all four sides. The original 3 that we stitched to turn it out will be the 2 small sides and the long side on the bottom. The ones we're going to stitch down. And then one thing we need to do is mark halfway in the middle. This is actually going to be 2 separate pockets. Without elastic, but that part's coming next. An elastic size pocket that's going to go on the other side. So let's see, I'm going to put this just to the outside of the halfway mark. Okay, now I know people don't like to use pin, but I do. Just make a quick mark, and pin washes out of most fabrics, and with what I'm using right now, I can do that. So let me get my hem gauge here. Actually, that's not long enough. Tape measure always works better. So let's see, from the seam at 1 inch to it's about 9.5, so it'd be, let's see, yeah, 8.5 would be 4 1/4. So here at 4 1/4, I'm just going to put a little mark right here. Do it again here at the top. And again, I'm going off the top edge, the edge stitching, not the actual edge of the fabric. So let's see. Line up my markings here and make a light line to follow. So we're going to stitch the 2 short sides, the bottom side, and then stitch straight through the middle to make our pocket. Okay? So we'll be back in just a minute. Okay, so now we've gotten the long piece. This is about 25 inches long. Curved for the elastic pocket we're putting in. At the top side, we turn under 1 1/4 inches and then edge stitch right along that 1/4 inch fold over. Went ahead and did that part. And then it calls for 1/4 inch wide elastic. It's 16 inches long. I don't have 1/4. I only have 1/8 at the moment. So I just cut 2 lengths, and I'm going to put them in here, securing them at one end before I pull them through, and then I'll base stitch them right at the edge, and then that will, gather the pocket, the top of the pocket. Here at the bottom, I've got the 3 markings. One marking is for the center of the pocket, so I can line that up in the center of the lining piece of the diaper bag. And then the other 2 is where I'm going to stitch, so this elastic pocket becomes 3 separate pockets. It'd be really good for packing pacifiers and bottles and stuff. help hold things in better than just one gigantic pocket where things get lost. So anyway, alright, so I'm going to run the elastic through, base stitch it at the edges here, and then we will get it on the lining. So we'll see you in a few minutes. Okay, so I started pinning the elastic pocket to the lining part of the diaper bag. It's another lining piece, same shape as the other ones. I matched the center piece right here with a pin and pin that down because we're going to stitch it, baste it, and then stitch the pocket onto the right side of the lining. My elastic is in here and secured with pins at the moment, so to help, and with the elastic in there, it's already gathering at the pockets. So what I'm going to do now is get a couple pins to help straighten out this piece. Just going to stick it through, help keep it flat, because that'll help pin the gathers down there. Some people will do a large basting stitch and gather it that way. I find it a lot easier just to kind of mark, like find where the halfway mark is in between a couple of pins, put a pin there, and then half it again. You know, that makes pretty good gather. Takes less thread, and I really think it takes less time. So, but anyway, I mean, you can do it however you like. So, kind of just fold these down a little bit, and then get it all pinned on. So. Okay. Alright, so I'll finish pinning this. I will base stitch it down. That'll include the elastic here at the ends, and then we'll get on to the next step. Okay, so here we have the elastic pocket. I went ahead and stitched the two vertical lines in, dividing it into thirds. So now we have 3 individual pockets that is going to be really nice for a diaper bag. So we can move on to the next step. Okay, so now that we got the elastic pocket and the other pocket sewn together, we are ready to pin the lining, which has the pockets on it, to the fused and outer piece of the diaper bag, the ones that match. So we're going to base stitch these pieces wrong sides together. I've already pinned this one here as well, so I'm just going to base stitch it all the way around. And then the next part, on the outside of each of these, not the side with the pocket, but the other side, we've got some 1-inch wide webbing is what they call it, and these are the handles. I went ahead and got white for mine, and then we're going to make sure it's not twisted, and take it flat, and then take the ends and just curve them in, and then I'm just going to pin them to the top edge of the diaper bag, and then those will be basted on as well. So you got those there. So it'll be really good like that. So I'll be back after we stitch this and match this on and baste all this together. Be back in a few minutes. Okay, well, I just found out that I missed a little piece. You remember we made these tabs for the D-rings? Well, they didn't put it in the instructions and I didn't think about it. You need to put them in at the same time when you attach the zipper part to your gusset that goes around. Well, I might go ahead and undo all that and stitch them in, but I'm not going to do that right now. I'm going to finish the bag first. So, a little step in there. Anyway, so the next thing we've done, we basted the straps onto the bag. So that looks really nice right there. Yeah, it's going to be really good. I marked the halfway point, or halfway in between the edges of the diaper bag and the outside, the side with the straps on it. Now I'm going to line up with right sides together the bottom gusset to the side of the diaper bag. I've got pins marking where they go. So I'm going to take one out and put this one in right there. Okay. And then I'm just going to go around and pin it all the way around the diaper bag. Okay. So we're going to pin it around. We're going to stitch it at a 1/2 inch seam, and then we'll be back and I'll tell you a little bit about the second side to do. They said to undo the zipper to be able to put in the second side. So we'll see how that works in just a couple minutes. Okay, well, we are done now. I got both sides sewn into the gussets. So actually the only thing I've got left to do is to cover these raw seams here. I'm going to add some bias tape like we did to the end of the zippers. So I'll do that in a minute. But yeah, let's see, let's turn this right side out now. And we have got actually a really good sized diaper bag. Look at this. Oh wow, that's going to be nice. Nice and thick. The zipper works. Yay! So I got a diaper bag. We're one step closer to being ready for this little boy. So thank y'all so much for watching. Have a great day.